to try to take a look at this thing. Pilots weren't really able to tell a whole lot. They could tell that it was unmanned and that it was flying at about 40,000 feet, which raised some concerns for interference with civilian aircraft, which we understand to be part of the reason, if not the primary reason, why President Biden moved to order on Friday for the military to shoot this thing down. But at this point, military and Pentagon officials still don't have a lot of answers for us about what exactly this is. They're still calling it an object at this point. They've told us that it's about the size of a small car, that it is not the size or the shape of the spy balloon that transited the continental United States and was shot down off the coast of South Carolina last week. And we do know from one U.S. official that it did not appear to have any surveillance equipment attached to it, and that it didn't appear to have any real maneuverability. It was just kind of riding the winds, making its movements.
Yo, what's up, guys? Mike Patrick. In this video, real quick, I want to talk about something that pertains to this whole situation with the balloon. I believe last week that was supposedly China's balloon. And then with this object where they don't know exactly what it is or what it came from or where it came from. And the thing is, guys, I think that the U.S. made a really, really smart decision to not, or President Biden, you know what I mean? Because there was a lot of people who opposed his decision. Well, I think it was a real smart military move to wait to shoot that other balloon down. See, the thing is, guys, in this country, sometimes you could be so much of a patriot and you can get really, really, really egotistical, okay? And you just want to go gun-ho and you think that fast violence or a swift act of violence is going to solve everything. And the thing is, apparently that's human nature. And some people don't learn from their past mistakes. So the thing is, even if you do think that you're the most superior thing there is in existence, and you think that the answer is to, when you don't understand something, to just try to bully it or shoot it down, all I'll say to that is, imagine if something more superior than you actually looked at you that same way. All right. Would you want some compassion and understanding? Or would you just accept the fact that, well, they can overpower me, so they just will and should and could, right? You would expect some level of compassion, right? Now, with that said, for another reason why it's very important is because the most important reason that you should care and why you should think that was a good decision is because if you shoot that balloon down, so you got to think about everything militarily. You don't know what that is. You don't know what's inside that balloon. You don't know if it has any foreign agents. Like right now, to this day, they haven't said anything about it. But one of my biggest concern, or one of the things that came to mind, was like, what if that balloon got some type of foreign agent in it? You know what I mean? And you just getting baited into popping it, and then the minute it pops, it releases some type of foreign agent. These are the type of things, especially militarily. A civilian ain't necessarily thinking like this. You know what I'm saying? Not all. I mean, I'm not saying it ain't some people that ain't. You know what I'm saying? But you don't know what could be in that balloon, so you can't just pop it right away. You know what I mean? You don't know if you trigger something, if you offset something, if you're being set up to do that, anything. You see what I'm saying? If it's always something that's always 10 steps ahead of you, you know what I mean? You can't just go and just do something like that. With this latest one, they said that it did pose some threat to civilian, and they had reason to believe that it posed a reasonable threat to civilian travel. So they did what they had. You know, they ain't gonna tell you everything on the news. You gotta be able to read between the lines, and you got to be keeping up with everything too. It can't just be something you dip into. Like, you ain't watch news, and you don't know what's going on in the world, and then you just hear one story. Like, you ain't gonna be able to put it together like that. But for watchmen or for people who keep up with everything that's going on in the world, you know what I'm saying? They don't know. They shot it down. They said it was a threat, so I guess they did what they had to do. You know what I mean? But even with that, I can understand some hesitancy based on the fact that what I just stated about, you don't know exactly what the capabilities, what it really is. If you don't know what it is and you don't know what it's capable, if I be honest with you, the fact that they shot it down was taking a real big chance, because you don't know what it was. You see what I'm saying? But I guess it was enough of a threat to where they had to act quickly. All right, guys. But I just thought, this is just a video introducing my second channel, by the way. You know what I mean? So this is a decent video, I guess. Some decent content to start the video off with. I mean, to start this channel off with, And this is just an interesting story anyway. And I haven't spoke on it. So yeah, guys. Hope if you've been keeping up with it, tell me what you guys think. You know what I mean in the comment section, or I might not even have the comments on for this video. But if I do, let me know what you think or whatever. Like, share, and subscribe. All right, guys. Peace.